Good evening everyone and welcome to the Stade de France here in the northern suburbs of Paris for the match that will decide Pool B of the inaugural Autumn Nations Cup. It is of course France against Italy this evening. No one in the stands but plenty of expectation. Serran, Villiers, the
Italy 13 offside.
Toulon Wingos. Well, what a story it is. We'll talk further about him later on, I'm sure. Jalibert
No advantage. 13
playing to
Italy.
nothing as Marco Zenel called out there by the referee.
Say again? No, I don't know. Oh, you guys for the advantage?
Jalibert sends it over and sends the scoreboard operator into operation, and France get their noses in front first up.
Pénalité réussie pour l'équipe de France, marquée par l'intermédiaire du numéro 10, Mathieu Jalibert.
Look at
France
BG.
3, Italie 0.
Knows that his team just have to settle into things. Of course, they've had the extra week off. Now, Italy looking to just keep that continuity, keep the ball for a bit more and get into that 22.
Get away quicker, please. No attempt. 8. Advantage.
Jalanche has been pinged. Free play for Italy. Zanon, good leg drive. Violi looking down that left flank, little show and go. Garbisi gets the offload and suddenly Canner is there. We've had to wait 25 minutes for a try, but it was a good try with the two playmakers combining for the visitors, and Italy get themselves in front.
You almost feel like France switched off then. There were so many carries, so many phases that weren't going forward. You can see here the French back line there. They're walking, they're jogging. There's no urgency about them. They almost thought Italy aren't a threat here. They've got advantage. They'll probably just take the points. And look at how many players are in that pocket there. And yet they couldn't defend what is essentially became our 2v1.
Put the time out then.
So great patience and belief by Italy, but that's going to be, from a defensive point of view for France, incredibly frustrating.
And Hughes, Baptiste, if you're going nowhere, Hughes, good.
Serran just hesitating slightly, but Danty getting the leg drive, and Danty gets the try. His first international try on his 5th cap. And with 5 minutes to go until the turnaround, France take the lead back.
What a strong carry. You'd almost be mistaken to think that was a back row running at the line there. When you're that big, you don't need to run at gaps. You can just run at bodies, but immense leg drive. You can see that was a pre-planned move.
Jalanche trying to get his man away. The ball, well, was that an interception from Sperandio?
Just a knock on, Mike.
Just a knock on is the call from the Welshman.
Just a knock on, I think.
You've got to be so careful nowadays, whether it's a knock on.
Okay.
Because if it can be a deliberate knock on, it's a penalty and it can turn a game around.
Okay. Yes, Sam.
Are they going to look at it again?
Okay. Okay. Time out. Show it to him then.
Sam Grove-White asking Nigel Owens to just take a look at this. I must admit, on that far side, I didn't see the motion of his hand, which seems to be the critical factor.
Checking for a deliberate knock
call.
on, okay.
Quite often they just look at if it's one hand or two hands.
When you go with one hand like that and you fail to get the ball, then you put yourself in trouble. And because we have a good line break, it's a yellow card. Okay?
There you go.
Thank you, Sam.
It's the one-hand rule. But you know what, as a player, and I've been there in that position, if you go for it with two hands, your shoulders are square. As soon as you take one hand away, you can get that extra foot with one hand.
Good contest.
Oh, a great burst from Villiers. Gavin Villiers, where did he come from? That's what you get when you give a 7-star the opportunity to show what he's in 15s.
Timing of run.
Cutting edge that was from Villiers. My goodness me, wow.
That was amazing. Why have we not seen him brought into the game more often? Fantastic though, the timing of the run then was perfection.
Taken down by White there, but back up, we play.
Working their way towards the line, and they found their way to it. It looked like a very congested path to get there, but in the end, who's coming up with the ball? I think it's the captain. It is. Serran gets the third try for his team, and the texts are flying from family and friends.
Well, yeah, you saw them against England, you know, they really got into England for the first 50. They were leading for Scotland.
Here comes Teddy Thomas. Dulin and Thomas work their magic down the right flank, and tired Italian legs cannot cover the spaces. And Teddy Thomas comes into the game. He scored against Italy in the Six Nations. He's repeated the feat now in the Autumn Nations Cup. And France have the bonus point just after the hour mark. Rabaj, with a little help from his friends, making some headway. Woki with the offload to Koyo. The little offload for Makalou. And France do put a little bit of icing on the cake as they get a handful of tries. Sekou Makalou, his first international try on his second international appearance. And a sudden burst of action from the hosts finishes things off quite nicely for them. France, who prepare for the final, 36 points to 5, the final score.